This video to Sir Rafi help us with our problem in regards to Mabel, her cheating many times, her lying. She's physically assaulted me, and we need it to stop. I hope you can help us, Sir Rafi.
You're talking about Mabel, right?
Yes.
Mabel Casido, is she or was she your housemaid or your girlfriend?
Hello and welcome back to Living Abroad. Today I have another video from the Rafi Tofo in Action Archives. This one seems to be pretty dramatic given the title. Let's see what we can learn from this foreigner, what mistakes not to make dating in the Philippines. If you guys want to see the original, check it out on Rafi Tofo in Action. The link in the description down below. If you guys are liking these videos, consider hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free.
Umpisan mong ikwento, Shari, ang ating first case.
Yes, Idol. Sa una nating kaso, masakit pag dininay ka ng partner mo, Idol. Nga gaya na lamang po nitong kaso natin, Idol, siya po si Michael David Hogan. Isa po siyang Australiano. Kwento ni Michael, Idol, niloko lamang daw po siya ng kanyang ex-girlfriend na si Mabel. Ngayon, Idol, gusto na lamang sana ni Michael na mabenta na yung bahay na ipundar niya. Pero depende sa Idol ni Mabel, never daw pong naging sila. At housemaid lamang po siya ni Michael. Ngayon, Idol, alamin po natin yung buong kwento kay Michael na makakausap niyo po via phone patch po.
Okay nito, mukhang duduwang ilong natin dito. So Michael, what can we do for you?
We need help. We have a lot of problems with an abusive family.
You're talking about Mabel, right?
Yes.
Mabel Casido, is she or was she your housemaid or your girlfriend?
No, sir. I was with her for 10 months, as in a relationship, sir.
How did you two meet, sir?
And then we met in a hotel, and then I had a house in Benawannon, and she was there for 3 months with me, and then she got me to move to Bicol because that's where she's from, to her mother's. And then after 4 days of being here, they put pressure on me to build a house. Well, I thought, sir, that she loved me and that she was real, and so I proceeded to build a house. During the time I was building the house, she cheated many times, and that's the story, sir.
At what point in your relationship did she ask you to build a house for her? Did she ask for it or you volunteered to build her a house?
No, she asked it because the mother's house is only small, sir, and we were sleeping together in a mother's house in a little room. And my son, who's 15, was sleeping on the floor, so she said, why not we build a house for us?
Who owns the property?
Sir, I paid 65% of it. They're very poor family, so the charity paid 50% of the money. The people they got the land off were very angry because they wasn't getting the rest of the money. So her mother told her to get the money off me to buy the land out.
How much is the total amount you paid for the land and the structure of the house?
I paid nearly 4 million, sir.
How much for the land?
18,000, sir.
And you want it back. What happened to your relationship?
When I was building the house, she was gone a lot. Mabel with a guy kissing him, hugging him,
Oh,
and her friends said to me, Mabel is cheating on you. And Mabel said, who is that guy? Get a doctor. I don't know that guy. Who is he? And then she denied it. So I get sent video of her and that guy together.
so you saw the video?
Yeah, video, sir, yes.
What did she say when you confronted her about that video?
It's not her. She denied. And I told her family, Mabel is cheating. And then her family go crazy. Crazy. Mabel deny it.
Magandang hapon po sa Mabel.
Before we get Mabel's side of the story, this woman pulled a Shaggy. It wasn't me.
I'm kissing on the sofa. It wasn't me.
She got caught red-handed on tape. She's like, nah, bro, that ain't me. That's just some other Filipino that looks exactly like me. You don't recognize me. And what is this that they think it's her housemate or whatever, maid? Not a girlfriend? Why are you building somebody a house after 4 days? Did you say? She pressured you, my guy? Well, she come from behind you, put you in like a Nelson or something? What do you mean she pressured you? You're a grown-ass man. Grow some balls, my guy. I said, no. I'm not building your house. What are you doing, man? It's not like you're buying somebody a cake. You're not buying a pair of shoes. Or an iPhone, let's say. You're buying property, land that you cannot own in the Philippines. Building a house on top of it. What's happening? Y'all need to stop. Man, please. Just don't do it. You want to treat somebody? Take them on a vacation to Thailand. Go eat some street food. Know what I mean? Don't be building houses and such.
Kahapon po, sir.
Mabel, can you speak in English so that Mr. Michael Hogan can understand?
English, sir.
I don't need to adjust for him, sir.
But the problem now is he wants his property that he bought for you,
What kind of property, sir?
the house and lot.
Sir, talking about lots, sir. He don't
Oh.
have any lots there.
He said he paid 18,500 for the lot and then 4 million for the house.
I do. I
Ah,
can
sir.
proof of
That's,
that.
that's all right.
Fine, yeah.
But if he's going to say, to talk about the house, I don't have any problem for that. But
Oh.
about the land, sir, he don't have any lands over there. Because he
Alright.
just paid 3,000, but it's not including to my property.
As far as the house is concerned, you are admitting that there's no problem and you're gonna give it back to him, right?
Because before he started building a house, I already started building on it. So he just finished it for the second floor, sir. That's why his property is only from second floor, sir.
I built the whole house. She has no income, no job. The family has no income, no jobs, sir.
Okay.
I built the whole house, sir.
Miss Mabel, ito yun eh.
Yes, sir.
Ang sinasabi niya kasi, wala raw po kayong source of income. So saan po manggagaling yung sinasabi niyong ipinatayo niyo yung first floor? Kasi yung second floor going up, pera ni Sir Michael yun. Pero ang tanong ngayon niya, at yun na rin po ang tanong ko, kung totoo yung sinasabi niyo, saan po kayo kumuha ng pera para ipatayo yung first floor?
Ako po nagtatrabaho ko Mr. Hogan before. So, bali yung salary ko po sa kanya is umaabot po ng 20,000 a month. Tapos po yung mama ko, sir, nagkakalakal din po siya, sir. So, may sariling income po yung nanay ko. Tapos yung kapatid ko, sir, meron din po kami babuyan, sir, sa kuya ko. So, bali, sir, yung kuya ko po, before, assistant manager po ng Piltran po yung kapatid ko. Siya po nag-start mag-build pong house, sir. Hindi po si Mr. Hogan.
Can you show proof like receipts and other documents that would prove that you spend money in building the first floor of that property in question right now?
About the receipt, sir. Yes, sir.
Gaano kayo katagal ng trabaho po sa kanya?
6 months, sir. Straight yun, sir. Wala akong uwian na. Binigay niya ho yung pera. Isahan lang, sir.
But at that time, kayo po'y housemaid and paano niya po kayo pinatayuan ng bahay kung housemaid niya kayo?
Kasi, sir, yan si Mr. Hogan, nagkaroon po ng problema sa binangunan. Wala po siya, sir, mapuntahan. So, kami po yung kinontak niyan. Nakiusap po yan sa amin na gusto lang makapagtapos yung anak niya ng pag-aaral kahit na yung year lang, sir. So, kami po, ginawa namin ng paraan. Sabi niya, inandun ko po yung anak niya dito sa school, sa malapit sa amin, sir, para po makapagtapos. Kasi sinaray ko po siya, sir, enroll sa ibang school, sir. Hindi ko tinatanggap kasi po, late na po talaga yung bata. Saka, umalis po pala siya sa school. Wala pong proper na draft or transfer. Kaya po, ako pa po naglakad niyan. Kaya ako nasa bahay yan. Gawa po nung nakiusap si Mr. Hogan na wala po talaga silang mapupuntahan. Yung plano niya po pala sa bahay, gusto niya sana lahatan, sir. Ipapaayos na daw po kahit yun sa amin. So hindi po ako pumayag. Sabi ko, kung gusto mo magtayo ng bahay, yung matitirahan nilang mag-ama, huwag mong isasali yung sa amin. Kasi ayaw namin na, ganyan nga po, yan nga lang po naitayo niya. Tapos, ganyan pa siya kayabang.
Kayo raw po ay nagkaroon ng relasyon at nakiusap po kayo sa kanya na bilihan niyo po siya ng bahay at lupa.
No, sir, hindi ako nakiusap sa kanya at wala ko kami relasyon niya.
Kasi kung gusto lang niya talaga matitirahan siya at yung anak niya, he could have just rented the property, house and lot, for 10,000, 15,000.
Bali, inoperan po namin siya, sir. Sipokot, place of Sipokot.
Yun, ma'am. Inoferan niyo siya. Sinasabi niya he invested 4 million pesos.
Sir, wala ko yung 4 million kalukuhan.
Bullshit is what she says. Got no clue what happened there. Zero. I know. Those translations ain't always the best, but you know what? I don't speak Tagalog. I'm solely relying on AI here. So if you guys want to go ahead and chime in a little bit of Wagwan and with this lady, but she basically denying all claims made by this guy. She's saying he did not spend 4 million pesos building this house. She built the first floor with the help of her mother and brother, and this guy just came in and helped build the second floor. I got no clue what's going on with the kid. Why is he bringing your son from Australia to enroll in a Philippine school when you're not married to the woman? Why are you ruining his life potentially? Not saying coming to the Philippines will ruin anyone's life, but the fact that this man is a teenager, the kid is a teenager, 15 years old, coming from Australia, for what purpose? Are you married to this woman? Are you uprooting his life for what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. And then enrolling him into school where he sleeps on the floor, apparently, based on what you said. So not only have we gone ahead and kind of ruined your life from the sounds of it. Spend a bunch of money, now your kid's also at risk. Yeah, so yeah, just another reminder, guys. Stop spending a lot of money. Don't spend any money you can't simply walk away from. That would be my biggest hint, tip, advice for anybody coming to the Philippines, because not every case ends up like this, but the chances are there, so why take that risk at all?
Mr. Hogan,
Yes, sir.
can you show proof that you spent 4 million pesos for that house in question?
My bank account will show that, sir.
Okay, you have proof to show?
My bank account from BDO will show that. Sir, I swear to you on life, I
Alright.
can show a proof of this.
Linyahan po niya mga sinungaling.
Followed you.
Hindi po natin pwede sabihing sinungaling until na hindi pa natin nakikita yung mga ebidensya ipipresenta niya. Kasi sabi niya, magpipresenta raw siya ng mga resibo galing sa BDO. Kaya nga gusto ko makita yon kung talagang totoo, naglabas siya ng 4 million pesos. Kasi kung totoo naglabas siya ng 4 million pesos sa BDO, saan nga naman niyan dinala yun? Kung hindi, doon sa bahay.
Ano po, sir, may babae po yan, sir, sa Mercedes. Huwag na ho ibabaling sa akin kasi may babae po siya sa Mercedes.
Aha.
Kaya kung nag-spend
Anong-
po siya
anong
ng
pangalan po?
malaking pera, sir,
Anong pangalan po ng babae?
Hindi ko po alam ang pangalan, sir, pero yung kapitbahay po namin na naghahatid sa kanya sa place mismo ng babae, sir, pwede niyo kong kausapin yun. Binabayaran niya yun. Kaya kung nag-spend po siya ng 4 million, hindi po namin alam kung saan yan ginagastos. Sa Camarines Norte.
Did you have a girlfriend
No, sir.
in Mercedes, Camarines Norte?
No, sir. When I told her family she was cheating, she sent me messages abusing me. How dare I tell her family? How dare I show her family the video? Her family hates her now. And I also have messages of her new boyfriend, who she was cheating with, by the way.
Mr. Oman, can you show proof, like text messages, that would show that you and Mabel, in fact, were in a relationship,
Yes, sir.
and then that Mabel asked money from you, things like that?
And also proof that she cheated many times. Many messages, sir, even from family members that said that I built this house myself. She never built it, that she was in a relationship with me for 10 months.
Watching stories like this remind me just how many of you guys are planning your trip to the Philippines. If that's you, then you might face one of my biggest challenges traveling full-time. For the past 7 years, I've traveled the world, and I've asked myself the same question over and over again. Why is arriving in a new country so stressful? There's no airport Wi-Fi. You can't get taxi because ride-sharing apps need data connection. The SIM card kiosk at the airport is charging ridiculous prices, sometimes 2 or 3 times what the locals pay. Then you're standing outside, vulnerable, worried about getting around because you're not connected. That feeling of being alone and unconnected, it's awful. Then I discovered Olafly, and everything changed. I land, instant connection. My eSIM activates in just a couple of minutes. I open Uber, Grab, or Bolt right there in the airport and book a ride I can trust. I message my family that I'm safe and keep my WhatsApp number. No overpriced SIM cards, no hidden costs, no stress. Olafly offers unlimited data in 200 destinations with hotspot capability in over 200 destinations as well. And with Always On, I get 1 gig of backup data every month across 150 destinations, automatically activated when I need it the most. What I love most is the peace of mind. Whether I'm traveling for a weekend or living abroad, I know I'm covered. And if I ever need help, Olafly is 24/7, a real person, no AI nonsense, no chat, whatever. A real person support team is there. For the past 7 years, this has been the #1 question travelers ask me, and now I have the answer. Olafly. Stay connected, travel with confidence, get yours today. You won't travel any other way. Don't forget to enter promo code Living Abroad for 5% off of your purchase.
Nag-agente po ako ng mga lupa, sir.
Kasambahay ba kayo o ahente kayo ng lupa? Ano ba talagang trabaho niyo?
Before, namasukan ako sa kanya. Pero ngayon po, nag-agente po ako ng mga lupa.
Iniintay ko lang po, yung mga ebidensya niya na kayo po ay nagpadala sa kanya ng mga text at saka sa messenger ng mga chat na kayo po ay magkarelasyon. Kasi dinideny mo po na hindi kayo magkarelasyon. Now, i-disprove niya sa pamagitan po ng mga text at sa mga chat. Yan po'y tinatanggap sa korte. Now, kapag napatunayan niya sa pamagitan ng mga ebidensyang yon na in fact talagang kayo magkarelasyon, yari ka dito.
Wala pong problema yan, sir. Kasi alam niyo po ba, sir, si Mr. Hogan, 3 beses niya po ako ginawa ng account. Isang beses po nagtanong na siya sa akin, sir, kung pwede daw ako maging nanay ng anak niya. Tumanggi po ako, sir. Bali 5 beses ko siya tinanggihan, sir. Nung nalaman niya may boyfriend ako, sir, siniraan niya rin ako sa pamilya ng boyfriend ko. Pinuntahan niya po sa bahay. Tapos ginawa niya po ako ng mga scandal videos.
Bakit ka papayag na makikipag-sex sa ibang lalaki at bibidyohan ka niya?
Sir, hindi ko ako nakikipag-sex sa ibang lalaki, sir. Sabi ko sa kanya kung sino yan, kung ano yung video na yan, ipakita niya sa akin at kaya kong patunayan. Pinakita niya po sa kuya ko, sa mga tita ko, sa mama ko. Anong nangyari sa nanay ko nung pinakita niya yan? Kaya nasaktan ho ako ng magulang ko dahil sa ganyan. Hinihingi ko po sa kanya, nasaan yung video, ipakita mo sa akin. Saan niya po sinisend? Galing na po ako ng Camp Crame, sir.
Okay.
Reklamo ko na po, sir.
Yun lang talaga ang pinakasusi dito para magkaalamanan, para malaman din at the same time yung credibility po ninyo. Dahil dinidisprove nyo po na hindi kayo magkarelasyon, kasambahay lang kayo niya. Now, pag makapagpakita po siya ng mga ebidensya at maituturo namin through anti-cybercrime sa Camp Crame na yun talaga ay galing sa inyo, yung mga messages na yun at mga text na yun, then it can be used against you at yan ikakapanalo niya pag nagkaroon ng demandahan dito.
Bakit ako may sipag-relasyon sa may asawa niya? Kasal mo yung Mr. Hogan?
I don't know, ang makakasagot lang yan, yung mga taong pumapatol sa may asawa.
Ano ko lang, sir, kung pwede
Ma.
ko si Mr. Hogan, sabihan niyo na lang po, paki-advise niyo na huwag niya ho na sinusugod yung nanay ko.
Okay.
Huwag niya ho nang minumura, tsaka huwag po siyang sinisigaw doon.
Okay.
Ako po nagpupukpok.
If it's not you, why are you worried if your mother sees it or not? Or your brother sees it? Clearly, it is you. You know, and I know exactly what happened here. She lived with a man, but told her family, oh, I'm a maid for this guy. She went in there, was a girlfriend, according to the guy. That's what he thought. And she told her family, probably her boyfriend or husband. She probably got on the side, right? That, oh, I'm just working here as a maid. And, you know, obviously this dude gave her some money once in a while, and she took that her salary. And then when she got the house bill, she's like, oh, there was no relationship. What's she talking about? Ain't nobody in a relationship with you. Old man, get out of here. That's my land. That's my property. And that's exactly what happened. And now he's saying he's got evidence of her doing all this, in his mind cheating, but for all we know, that's probably her husband or her boyfriend or whatever they do. And that's another thing to keep in mind. Please, y'all, do whatever you got to do in the privacy of your own place, but don't allow somebody else to videotape you and have that on their device. And if you're doing like long distance stuff, because I know, of course, people get lonely, you know, you want to spice it up a little bit, keep the relationship progressive so you turn on the video. Don't forget, they can screen record that stuff too. So in case you somehow don't know by now, it's very easy to screen record anything. That's why it's important. If you want to do whatever in your bedroom, do it to the point of that day or whatever, then delete it, remove from trash, what you got to do. I'm not going to tell you how to make those videos, but the point is, these are the risks you take when you dabble in this kind of activity online, on video, on camera with somebody here. And clearly, there's like a 40-year age gap. Once again, the larger the age gap, the more chance you're taking of the relationship not being as stable. Not saying every age gap relationship is horrible, but my point is, like, just you got to consider these things. Why is this person that's significantly younger than me interested in me, right? Keep those things in mind.
Mr. Hogan, have you been harassing Mabel's mother recently?
I went to Mabel's family when she was teaching, sir.
Mr. Hogan, I'm just being fair here, okay? Can you please stop harassing Mabel's family, such as going to her family's house and trying to involve them when in fact they don't have anything to do with the problem between you and Mabel?
Stop getting involved in.
For the meantime, Mr. Hogan, I need to see the pieces of evidence that you're trying to tell us about those messages, chat, text that would confirm that you and Mabel did in fact had a relationship. Can you show that? Can you give us contact numbers to people that can vouch that you and Mabel were having a relationship at those times that you said you were together?
I will. Yeah, I will get them.
Can you show us a picture that you and Mabel were like holding hands or were kissing, were in a sweet moments together? Do you have those pictures?
She stole that phone. They break into her house and they stole the phone, camera, all our food, money.
Somebody's talking right next to you.
My son's still.
Biological anak po kayo?
Apo.
Meron bang mga litrato may papakita yung papa mo na ito pong si Mabel at saka siya ay magkarelasyon? Sabi ko kanina na naghahalikan, nag-holding hands, nag-aakbayan.
Isang cellphone po, meron. Kaso ng cellphone na yun po nawawala.
Kahit man lang isang litrato na nag-holding hands silang dalawa o isang litrato nag-aakbayan sila.
Ayaw niya dati gamitin nga ang cellphone niya kasi parang bulok ang mga camera. Ito ang gamit niya ng Samsung 9 Plus.
Pakisagot lang sir, meron o wala yung ganong picture na hinihiling ko?
Ay wala.
Okay, kasi importante sana yun para magpapatunay na talaga magkarelasyon sila. Kasi sinasabi ni Mabel, hindi raw, kasambahay lang siya. Wala silang relasyon. So sana yun ang magdi-dispute.
Kaso po may mga tao po nakita na holding hands tapos si Mabel at si tatay. Kasi the birthday ni Mabel, nag-kiss sila sa mga iba po.
So pwede namin makausap yung mga taong yon.
Hindi ko po alam sino po sila, mga kaibigan ni Sino po.
Iho, ang sinasabi ko kanina sa papa mo, we need the contact numbers of those people to vouch doon sa sinasabi ni papa mo na magkarelasyon nga si Mabel. Kontakin mo yon para kausapin namin. Siyempre, i-screen muna namin kung nagsasabi ng totoo o hindi.
Sige po.
For the meantime, kasi ngayon, he said, she said, medyo mahirap ito patunayan. Kasi po, ang ginagawa ko, naghahanap po ako ng butas kung sino po ang credible at sinong hindi. Since si Michael po ang nagsusumbong, siya po yung tiningan ng mga ebidensya para mapatunayan, nagsasabi siya ng totoo at ma-dispute po mga pinagsabi ni Mabel. Kapag nahanap niyo po yun, balikan niyo kami.
Sige po.
Tatawag ulit kami sa inyo, okay?
Sige po.
Sige po.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mabel, paano kayo nakakilala ni Michael?
Through online po. Ako po is, bali naging nanay na ako nung tatlo ko pong pamangkin. Yung mga baby pa po sila. Tapos kami po, that time, wala naman talaga kaming totally income. Tapos yung kapatid ko po nagtatrabaho sa Piltramco, may pamilya din po siya support and priority po kasi wala po talaga kaming priority bahay dati. Yung nagbigay po ng lupa, sir pala, kaya ko din patunayan yan kasi sa charity program siya, sir. Nakilala ko to si Mr. Hogan kasi kailangan ko talaga sir ng trabaho eh. So nag-offer siya, sir. Sabi niya, yung asawa niya daw po is hindi daw nakatira doon, busy daw po lagi. Pinay po. Tapos di yun po sabi niya, siya daw po, hindi daw siya marunong magluto, sir. Hindi daw po naasikaso yung anak niya kasi daw po yung kamay niya nagsishake. So kailangan daw po nila at least cook lang, tagalinis, ganun-ganun po. Di sabi ko, pwede po ako pumasok bilang katulong nila. Totoo, nakipag-meet ako sa kanya, sir, kay Sister Hogan. Kasama ko pa yung sister ko. Hindi pa ako nakapag-meet ng mag-isa. Mga 3 months, sir, nakasat ko si Mr. Hogan. Pero wala pong gigawa na nangyayari kasi lagi po siya nag-share na about sa asawa niya, sa anak niya, sa buhay-buhay po nila. That time, sir, siguro after 3 months, sabi niya, willing na daw po ako magtrabaho sa kanila kasi kailangan po ng anak niya at nag-aaral na po, hindi na daw po maasikaso ng maayos. Pumayag po ako. Sabi niya, bayaran kita ng 20,000 monthly. Siyempre, sir, kailangan ko ng pera. Tumagat po ako doon. Nanindihan po bilang katulong, hindi bilang asawa.
So magkasama po kayo sa isang bahay.
Yes po, pero may sariling kwarto po ako doon na tinutulugan.
Gaano katagal ho kayo nagtrabaho bilang kasambahay sa kanya?
More than 6 months, sir.
Yung pong 20,000 naman, naibigay niya ba yun buwan-buwan sa inyo? Naipon nyo or nagagastos
Hindi
nyo?
po, sir, sa bonbon, sir. Hindi niya po binibigay yung bonbon yun, sir. Nagluluto lang po, naglilinis, naglalaba. Yun lang, sir.
Sinasamahan nyo ba siya sa mga social events?
Hindi naman po yung umaalis, eh. Kapag grocery, sir, kasi ako yung reason niya, ako yung nakakaalam sa gamit pang kitchen.
Anong pakilala niya po sa mga tao kapag kayo po nasa social event, social gathering? Anong pakilala niya sa inyo sa mga tao?
Ganun, sir, katulong. Kahit po, sir, tanong din sa mga location niya doon sa area, pwede po kayo mag-ano doon.
Ma'am, pwede kayo magbigay ng mga contact number kasi hiningan ko siya ng contact number dun sa mga taong pwede namin makausap na magtitistigo in favor of him. Meron din kayo mga contact number may ibibigay ng mga taong magtitistigo in favor of you?
Yung sa area namin, sir, ayaw
Opo.
ko po magbigay. Kasi, sir, yung reason is area ko yun. Yung po yung magiging reason yan. Area ko yun, kilala ko doon. Siyempre, sabi niya, kakausapin ko lang. So, ayaw ko po magbigay. Gusto ko, sir, kayo mismo ang pumunta sa mga tao doon or kayo po mag-imbestiga doon. Pero, sir, doon sa
That
area,
makes sense.
may bibigay po ako. Doon po sa Binangonan.
Yung mga CCTV, ika nga yung mga
Yes po.
chismosa doon. Yun ang gusto kong
Yes po.
kausapin. Meron ka bang may bibigay sa amin na number ng isang chismosa doon na magaling sa chismis?
Yung kapitbahay niya ho, sir, na close niya talaga, meron po.
Saan ba yun? Yung
Yes po.
nagsama kayo bilang amot kasambahay?
Sa Meralco Village, Pantok, Binangonan. Yes
So
po.
doon sa Meralco Village, meron ka bang maibibigay ng mga numero ng mga tao makakausap namin?
Meron, sir. Pero isa lang yun, sir. Kasi usually yun lang naman po talaga yung nakakausap nila dun eh.
Ibigay niyo po yung exact location niyo po, yung bahay ninyo doon, para kami na po maghalughog ng lugar at isa-isa po,
Sige,
kakausapin
sir.
namin yung mga tao sa paligid. Okay sa'yo?
Okay, sir. Wala
Okay.
pong problema. Tanungin niyo na lang po yung kung saan dati nakatira si Michael David Hogan, yung foreigner. Kilala po siya doon. Nag-witness ako dati kay Mr. Hogan. May kinasuhan kasi siya, sir, dati nung kapitbahay niyan eh. Yung sa akin, si sir, na ayaw nilang bayaran.
Ayaw bayaran ni Mr. Hogan? Bakit po? Ano yung ayaw bayaran?
Yun lang po yung, sir, alam ko eh, na pinag-ano nga po nila ako, pinag-witness nila ako. Tumanggi nga po ako, sir, kasi wala naman po ako alam sa issue.
Ibig sabihin, pinatawag kayo sa barangay para mag-witness. So, ibig sabihin, kilala kayo ng barangay. Kilala din si Mr. Hogan ng barangay.
Yes, sir.
Anong pagkakilala po ng mga taga-barangay sa inyo at kay Mr. Hogan?
Kasambahay nila.
Wait a minute. Okay, first of all, let me retract a little bit of something I said earlier by him bringing a son. Well, the son was speaking Tagalog, so maybe he's been there a long time. Maybe he was previously married to a Filipina. There might be a connection there, so maybe because I've not watched his videos, perhaps I judged a little too quickly because I thought he simply grabbed his 15-year-old son and said, let's go. We're going to the Philippines. But who knows how long that kid's been there, maybe all his life. So aside from that is, I think I know what happened here. This guy chatted to this woman for like 3 months trying to get her to be interested in him. She had no intention. So he's like, yo, let me go ahead and just offer her a little bit of money and ask her to help me around the house. You know, I got no wife, no kid. I mean, he's got a kid. He's got no wife to help him around the house, cook. You know, how hard is it to cook for yourself? I guess some men are useless. But the point is, he's like thinking to himself, let me like come up with a scheme where I can be close to this woman, offer her $20,000 a month just to be a maid. And then somehow I can get into her pants that way. And it seems like that's a possibility also. And this is why it's important to watch these things till the end so we can see exactly. But two things can be true at the same time. He may have did this and she may have accepted it and went on with it and still took the money as an allowance and did whatever to him as his girlfriend. And then when she got the house, she went back to, oh, I'm just a maid. You get what I'm saying? So both things can be true. Leave your thoughts down below right now. What are y'all thinking? Who's at fault here? Did she scam him? Did he try to scam her by paying her off to be his girlfriend, or at least, you know, something like that, exploit her, let's put it that way? Are they both at fault? I want to hear your thoughts right now because I'm still kind of on the fence on this one.
Ang gusto ko lang po makita muna yung mga ebidensya na magpapatunay na in fact meron po siyang perang ininvest dyan sa bahay na sinasabi niya
Yes po.
4 million gumastos siya.
Yes po.
Kapag napatunayan po namin na talaga meron siyang ginastos at sabi mo ikaw meron ka rin ginastos, then doon sa barangay pag-uusapan niyo po kung paano niyo po siguro magko-compromise kayo paghatian na maayos nang sa gayon magsoli ng dapat magsoli. Kasi kanina sa umpisa, sabi mo no problem, inaamin mo papayag ka kung bahay rin lang sa soli
Yes
ka. Di ba nagsabi ka kanina sa umpisa?
Basta yung ginastusan niya lang, sir. Pero yung ginastusan namin, hindi niya pwedeng galawin.
Sige po. Yan po ay madidetermina sa pamagitan po ng mga ebidensya na magpapakitaan and then magtatanong din po kami sa barangay. Very important kasi sa akin dito ma'am yung credibility.
Yes po. Yung akin lang, sir, sana tigilan niya na muna yung paninira sa akin. Kahit po kasi, sir, sa boyfriend ko, sa pamilya po ng boyfriend ko, pinuntahan niya po personal.
Titingnan ko po
Tapos
ma'am.
yung, sir, may mga, kahit po yung anak niya, sir, ano na rin po sila, sir, na tigilan mo na yung pagdadaan ng social media na ako daw po is nagpupok-pok daw po ako. Kasi ang sakit po pakinggan eh.
Ma'am, pag nakapagpakita ka ng may ebidensya na totoong ginagawa nila yon sa'yo, ako po mismo maging kakampi mo na.
Meron, sir. Meron pa akong mga evidences.
Madam, maraming salamat po sa tanang binigay nyo sa amin.
Sige, sir.
Attorney, nakikinig ka kanina. Anong take mo doon?
Very important po yung sinabi nyo. The first step that we have to undertake dito sa task na to is to determine whether they cohabited as husband and wife or kung mag-boyfriend nga or magkasama lang sila sa isang bahay, sir. Bakit? Kasi bumabaliktad po ang presumption o tinatawag natin ang starting point. Kapag sila po ay naninirahan bilang husband and wife or bilang as boyfriend, i-assume po ng batas na 50-50 po ang hatian nila. Okay. Malalaglag po tayo sa ganong senaryo. Ngayon naman,
Regardless, kahit na magkano share ni Nino sa kanila.
unless proven po yung exact amount, 50-50 po talaga yan. So,
parang ano lang, parang magkaasawa na rin.
parang ganun nga, sir. Conjugal
Parang
property
conjugal na
regime. Yes, sir. Kapag na-prove naman natin na hindi sila nagko-cohabit as husband and wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, babaliktad po ngayon.
Paano kung napatunayan na totoong amo and kasambahay?
Kapag as amo, as kasambahay, yung family code po natin, dinidictate na kailangan natin kwentahin yung exact share na kanilang pinundar dun sa bahay. Kailangan po natin mag-produce ng proof. Doon po ang starting point. Hindi po i-assume ng batas na 50-50 sila.
Pero paano kung napatunayan sa pamagitan ng mga testimonies ng mga kapitbahay, lalo tumatay sa drivers,
Yes, sir.
barangay na oo nga, kasambahay at amo yan. At hindi namin nakita na sweet yan, na talagang business lang talaga yung kanilang pagsasama.
Kapag ganun po, sir, darating tayo sa napakahirap na task na nag-a-account na tayo ngayon. Kung magkano ba ang binaba ni Mr. Hogan sa kanyang bahay.
Yun ang madugo.
Yun ang makuha niya. Yes, sir, madugo at mahabang proseso. Kasi kapag together naman sila as boyfriend-girlfriend, 50-50 yan.
Well, ayan mga kapatid, medyo mahirap nga. Ito. Pero syempre, it boils down also, kung gano'n to, wala nag-aaminan, parehong nagko-contradict yung kanilang mga statement. Doon na lang muna tayo pupunta kung sino ang nagsabi na totoo para doon sa nagsabi na totoo, doon kami kampi. Regardless po, kahit na po yung foreigner nagsusumbong sa amin, kung siya po ay nagsisinungaling, hindi po namin siya kakampihan, kakampi po kami doon sa isinusumbong. Doon kami for the truth. Hindi porket ang nagsumbong sa amin ay itong foreigner, all out na kami sa foreigner regardless come what may. Hindi po. That's not how we operate. Kahit na ikaw ang nagsusumbong sa amin, pero if we found out later na ginagamit mo lang kami sa inyong kasinungalingan, then mababaliktad ang mundo sa inyo doon sa nagsisinungaling. As simple as that.
So I think it's best for her to say they were a couple because that way she gets 50% of that house. Because if she says they were not a couple and he can prove how much he put into the house, then he'll get that much money back. Am I mistaken here? Because this is like a conjugal habitation situation, like basically a common law situation as we have in Canada. But how long were they together as well? That also matters. So this seems very complicated. At this point, it's a he says, she says situation. They're going to go to the barangay, ask the neighbors, see if there's any evidence. Either side can prove whether they were actually together or simply a mate. I'm still under the belief that this guy simply tried to woo her, entice her by offering her a mate position for $20,000 in hopes of turning her over to be his girlfriend. And at some point, whether she did some extra activities or not, and then decided, you know what? I'm not about this life. I want the house, and he's not my boyfriend. And she went on and cheated, according to. And also, if they're not married, right, the cheating thing is irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? So I think she's just worried about that coming out. And there's a whole side of there's multiple factors going on here to address. And the son is also posting online saying that the woman's beating him and all this. He's got his son involved in this, and he shouldn't be really going to the boyfriend's family. What are you doing, man? Just move along. She cheated on you, so what? This is a money situation now. He's bitter. You know what I mean? Like revenge that way, I never think it's a good idea. Anyhow, so let's see how this whole thing ends.
Oh, Shari, anong take mo rito?
Sa akin po, medyo sketchy lang po yung part na nagkakilala sila sa social media. Kasi base po sa mga complainants natin before na nagkakalokohan din, nagkakakilala talaga through social media. Then biglang ang pakilala niya na is kasambahay doon sa Australiano. So medyo sketchy lang po yung part na yun. Pero nung sinabi niya na paimbestigahan natin siya through barangay at sa mga tricycle driver, medyo kampante ako na nagsasabi na totoo.
Hindi ba devil's advocate na itong si kasambahay, naghahanap siya ng mapapagkitaan, nakakita siya ng foreigner, at gusto niya mag-apply ng trabaho sa foreigner kasi alam niya, dollars ito. So talagang honest to goodness, gusto niya magkaroon ng amo na foreigner kasi dollars.
And lalo na idol, 20,000 ha, para sa isang kasambahay, hindi naman po sa nila lang, pero medyo malaking pera po yun, medyo malaking income po talaga yun. Sa properties idol na pagpapatayuan mo, mukhang may something talaga idol, mukhang nagka-developan.
Pero doon sa 20,000, posible rin, kaya nga naghahanap siya ng amo sa social media na foreigner para yung foreigner ay makapagbigay doon sa requirement niya na ganun kalaking pera na which is 20,000 as salary. That's also possible. Pero nung dumating na sa punto na siya na mismo nagbo-volunteer at nagbigay ng mga address ng mga taong pwede natin kausapin, medyo mas lumakas yung paniwala ko sa kanya. Pero marami pa tayong imbestigahan. On the other hand, tama ka rin. Tama rin si attorney na baka sa umpisa talagang magkarelasyon sila. And then dumating sa punto na si girl, nung makakuha na ng pera, this is only my assumption, o hindi na naging sour ang kanilang relationship, nag-split na sila. Kasi nakuha na niya yung gusto niya magkanya-kanya na tayo. Ang lahat na ito maging malinaw once na nakalap natin yung ebidensya ng both sides. Attorney, doon sa bank account, ano bang importante mga titingnan natin doon?
Siyempre, sumusunod po tayo sa doktrina na follow the money trail, no? Kasi hindi po natural na ang tao ay maglalabas ng 4 million pesos, if I remember correctly, para ipundar sa pang-araw-araw niya lang. Ang activity po na paglalabas ng 4 million, that is usually a sign po na may investment siyang pinaglagyan. Now, if makita po natin, as Mr. Hogan has said, na may resibo nga daw siya sa pagpapagawa ng bahay, then that's a very sure sign na may relationship tong dalawa po. Kasi never po sa talambuhay ko nakakita ko na ang kasambahay sa lupa ko nila ilalagay ang 4 million ko. Sa 4 million, since foreigner ako, I can't own land, magkokondo na lang ako. If I was a foreigner and I were to buy a house, I can't own the land under our constitution. So why would I do that kung hindi ko karelasyon yung lupang pagtatayuan ko po? Kasi only Filipinos can own land in the Philippines, sir.
So this guy is expecting na magkarelasyon tayo.
Yes.
So I can put it
Under
in
your name. Yes, sir.
Under your name.
Exactly.
Pero there are times na nagkakaroon ng tinatawag dummy.
Yes.
Gumagamit ng dummy
Yes.
ng mga foreigner.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't have to be their girlfriend or wives. Gumagamit sila ng dummy, true. May mga kasambahay silang ginagamit o
Yes.
empleyado nila para makabili sila ng property.
That's true, sir. Actually, laganap nga po yun. Kaya nga may anti-dummy law rin tayo. Looking at the setup, itong mga dummies kasi they are used for bigger transactions, sir. Kapag mga ganito, it's more of a personal relation ang nagiging conduit nila para makabili ng lupa sa Pilipinas. So, maybe, ang akala ni foreigner is sila na. Although sa isip ng babae, wala pang nabubuo between them.
Ayun. Mas feasible yun. Yes, mas malapit-lapit yung katotohanan.
Yes.
Yung simpleng explanation na yun.
So I let that last part play on a little bit so we have a better understanding of a little bit more of foreign land ownership in the Philippines. It's widely known, or should be right now, you cannot own land in the Philippines straight up as a foreigner, so why would you take that risk, right? There are dummy situations that they mentioned, like they use nominees and things like that, but they're usually for bigger purchases, not just for something $19,000. So like they said, this was more of a personal thing. Once again, do not buy a house or lot in the Philippines under these circumstances. Of course, if you're married, have kids, you trust your wife 100% and you're okay with things going south and walking away from it, that's a whole different story. You get what I'm saying? So, but it takes time to develop trust, and you have to really have some roots in the Philippines. Personally, for me, I'm not interested in investing in any kind of property in the Philippines because I don't have any strong connections as far as, obviously, my heart's there and people I love, but like when it comes to money, that's a whole different thing, right? You can't simply invest that kind of money and just take a risk. So keep that in mind if you guys are planning on getting into a relationship to buy a house in the Philippines. We learned a lot in this episode. I wonder if there's a part 2. Leave your thoughts down below. This has gone on too long already. So, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.